Praise be Jesus Christ, now and forever. Apologies for the sound quality, which is not great in this different location I'm in. Some of you may have seen, especially if you're regular readers of certain spiritual writers or commentators, much discussion in recent months and years, not just on the subject of artificial intelligence, or AI as it's known, but on the potential for the involvement of dark forces. Writers such as Rod Dreher or Paul Kingsnorth, who both happen to be Orthodox Christians, but also others in the Catholic and the Protestant worlds. Adding to these discussions is the increasing awareness of the alleged phenomenon of UFOs or alien appearances. Before anyone clicks off immediately thinking I've gone balmy, this is really happening, the increased discussion, with even the US military being involved. I should state clearly, by the way, that I am in complete agreement with some of those same spiritual writers who unequivocally state that anything to do with these so-called aliens is actually an encounter with the demonic. Extraterrestrial presences are demons, period. The Lord himself told us that in the end times and preceding the end times, many would come with an esoteric knowledge, bring healing and extraordinary gifts, and even many of the faithful would be fooled. When so-called beings from another dimension come promising good things, believe me, they are not what they seem. Very closely linked with that is the rapidly advancing speed of AI, so advanced in fact that we are barely able to comprehend both what is happening and where it is going. I make no pretense of anything more than a basic, extremely basic understanding of this phenomenon, but speaking in recent days with people who have a considerable knowledge, there are many areas of grave concern. This is not about being a Luddite and decrying AI as the equivalent of the printing press or even the computer. It would be an interesting debate as to whether AI could be described as morally neutral. One could argue, for example, that the internet in itself is morally neutral. It can be used for good or ill, used and very much abused. I'm concerned that this is not the case with AI. Let me say something unfashionable, but the gospel truth. The devil, Satan, not only exists, but is of infinitely superior intelligence to ourselves. He is not just a fallen angel, but a fallen archangel. We are told there is no holding it back. AI will proceed at breakneck speed, leading to nobody knows. If one quality is needed at this time, perhaps more than any other, it is the gift of discernment. In the book of Proverbs, we're told, "Blessed is the man who discovers wisdom, who gains discernment." Discernment is more than judging well. We remember the etymology includes the sense of sifting apart, rather as the prospector for gold must sift much dirt before he sees the speck of gold. St. Paul tells us in Ephesians to try to discern what is pleasing to the Lord. For Christians, this time is calling for much sifting. It might put us at odds with many who think that we are not only mad, but bad. Even more if, as appears to the eyes of those who discern, with the Spirit, those men and women, for example, who listen for the voice of the Lord, there is a coupling of the forces of evil with allegedly morally neutral technology. That's a very dangerous coupling. Then discernment and the prophetic word is needed. Can we make this a daily part of our prayer and to pray for others to be gifted with discernment? Proverbs says the man is blessed who gains discernment. It is not a given, it must be gained, and that will take prayer. Brethren, be sober, be vigilant, because your adversary the devil, like a roaring lion, walketh about, seeking whom he may devour.